So now that Deadpool Wolverine has been out for a couple of weeks, I will discuss in more detail about the upcoming SH Figuarts scheduled for the end of the year, since everyone who's watched the movie knows that these figures revealed by Bandai recently is somewhat lacking and improvements will be needed to be made in a second version. So I did go to the cinema to watch the movie. It was entertaining overall, not quite Avengers Endgame or Spider-Man No Way Home level in terms of epicness, but it was good to see Wolverine in the comic suits and of course the cameos for the Fox universe. So let's first say that Tamashii nations are known to reveal figures early, not long after the theatrical releases. We saw it with the Avengers Endgame, the Iron Man Mark 85, and also Captain America and Thor as well as Thanos had releases under the Final Battle title. There was also the Spider-Man No Way Home line with the integrated suit released once again under the Final Battle title. And the scale and hype of this movie, Deadpool and Wolverine, I think there should be a 2.0 for both the characters, which is kind of crazy considering the first ones haven't been released yet. So for Deadpool, this will be dubbed as the Final Battle edition. So the first thing he needs is a more grittier and battle damaged look to the suit, and of course he wore this in large parts of the movie. It's not really important in comparison to the changes Wolverine should have, but I would add some dirt to this suit just to really differentiate it from the bright colors of the first release. And the other thing is to really switch up the accessories and give him the gold pistol guns, which we saw in the Final Battle, which he took from Nice Paul. Other than that, there's not much really needed to this in terms of the accessories, as we have all the weapons included in the 1.0. Maybe you could add some blood effects to the katana swords. As for a Wade Wilson armrest head sculpt, I don't think this is possible since due to the licensing issues, and they would have done one by now since there are now 3 Deadpools. As a bonus, I would add Dogpaw as the accessory to make this really worth picking up for marketing reasons rather than just changing the color of the suit and the guns. As for Wolverine, this needs a major revamp on the suit since it was pretty much battle damage from the start. We had the dirt, we had the bullets, the knife cuts, where the current one is just too clean. I don't mind the long sleeve since Wolverine had this in large parts of the movie. I just want the most accurate one to the film. The main problem I have for the first release is there was no armrest head sculpt. I obviously don't have problems with the mask, it was definitely needed, especially the aggressive face sculpt, but considering he never wore the mask with the long sleeves, it does make the first one inaccurate to the movie. Unlike Ryan Reynolds, I think they can add the license for Hugh Jackman since he's been made countless of times in figure form. Which does bring me on to the overall look of the suit for the first release. You either have the sleeveless look with the mask or the long sleeves with the arm mask, and we didn't get either. So what they should really do is the full-on Wolverine look with the mask, the sleeveless look with the damage to the suit, and the armrest head sculpt would be a bonus, something you could use for the first release. As for the full-on shirtless look, it was only a brief moment at the end of the movie. I don't see a need for that to be included. So with these improvements, this would definitely set up the final battle look of both the characters, and I would call them the definitive looks of Deadpool and Wolverine. And I think it wouldn't be a problem adding dirt and blood to the suits since they have done this in the previous lines. So what are your thoughts on adding these improvements to these figures? Have I missed anything out? I doubt they'll make changes now to the upcoming releases, but maybe next year they could reveal the final battle damage figures. And after these releases, who else do you think they could potentially make for the future? I wouldn't mind seeing the Human Torch since I did like the 2005 Fantastic Four movie, and obviously the likes of Elektra, Blade, Gambit and X-23. Check out my initial thoughts on the first announcement of the SH Figuarts for Deadpool and Wolverine, as well as the other content related to this movie. Stay tuned to more, and thanks for watching.
Are you ready? Fuck yeah, I'm ready. I'm the Wolverine.